Then we should be live, just waiting for some people to come in. Let's see if I can get it shared out while we're waiting. What kind of dog is that?
That, well, she's scratching now. That's Zoe. She's a Maltese Yorkie mix, Morkie.
Oh,
So
goodness.
she snores even when she's not asleep.
Yeah, we have a small Yorkie and she does the same.
Well, she's. Okay, that was weird.
What's that?
Where is that feedback? I'm coming through like
That's me. I'm sharing it out.
I was like, dang, that's a delay.
Yeah. We got some people on now, so we are going to talk with Daniel and his new company he has started, New Star Event Company. He is going to be doing coast to coast events at haunted locations in different states, towns, all across America. So we will let Daniel give you the rundown on that.
Yeah, our opening season, we will be in Tennessee, we will be in Florida, uh, Texas, um, we'll be in Kentucky and Illinois. Next year, we're hoping to branch out from that and uh, go as far as Kansas, and hopefully we can get into Nebraska and Nevada areas. Um, we'll also be looking into going to up towards Virginia, North and South Carolina as well.
Awesome.
Okay. So your first one's going to be at the Haunted Smith County Courthouse here in Carthage, Tennessee, and you're going to try and get a local team or in that state to come out and help with those events, right?
Yes, yeah, we will use local teams of the area that have been at the location and know the history and the claims and showcase them instead of showcasing celebrities. We
Gotcha.
we believe that you know, if it wasn't for a hometown team, the today's TV shows wouldn't exist. So everybody begins in their hometown team. So it's time to shine the spotlight on them, show their
Right.
knowledge and where it comes from.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
And we're not
So,
we're not go in and pack the house. We like to uh, have a comfortable number of people in there, so we will limit tickets, and so there's no cross contamination or anything like that.
right.
So it's a good chance
So,
for people who are new to actually get to experience a real paranormal investigation without. I know when I first started, I went on a couple of those big events that some of these things places host, and it was ridiculous. I mean, it kind of there was so many people there. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Now the larger locations, um, we will probably have our cutoff at 75 people. But we're talking, massive locations like prisons and so on and so forth. Like
right.
the one of our events that we're tickled to death about is in Florida, and it's Fort Clinch, and we are actually the first ever uh, paranormal event company to host an event at Fort Clinch.
That's good. I've never been to Fort Clinch. Never have.
Yeah.
Down there. I mean, because I've I've been to a couple of forts, but not in that one.
Where's that at?
Um,
It's in, I'm going to say it wrong, Fernandon Beach, Florida, which is roughly 65 miles northeast of Jacksonville and uh, about 20 miles from Amelia Islands
okay.
Oh,
on the northern side of it. So
So I'm trying to think what was the one we done. No, we've been down to Fort Morgan in Alabama. I thought we went to one in Florida. I can't remember. Terry's not here. She's actually on the road. She'll be here in a little bit. She couldn't get on.
would
She
be
had to.
Fort Pickens.
God, don't
It's
get me the line. I can't. I can't. Man, these names and stuff, these locations, they run together. And of course, you're at one location and you're asking for somebody 2 days ago from another location.
yes, yeah, that's
They all
true.
run together. Um, but yeah, yo. So on the 18th, March 18th, is your event here in Carthage at the Haunted Smith County Courthouse, which we actually run Mid-Tenn Paranormal. We do overnights and private investigations, and we host events as well. And but Daniel and his group's going to be the first ones there to do an event outside of us, and $50 a ticket. That includes your food, drinks. You get SRT Paranormal there. That is Daniel Nim's group. And you have Outlaw Paranormal going to be there as well. That is Gina. And she has two more members. One's under the weather, and the other one is working probably, I'm
probably,
going to
or
say.
cheerleading and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's got a lot going on with the girls.
cheer dad.
Yeah. Um, But yeah, it's a great place. Both teams has been out to the courthouse. We've investigated it, and um, it's it's more and more every time we go. It just you get something different. You get more names. You get more rabbit holes to hunt down at midnight when you're laying in the bed trying to figure out who's who.
You know,
And
isn't it isn't it pretty cool? The more you visit the location, the more you're in there. It's like they become familiar with you, and it's like they're not so timid of reaching
right,
out and communicating and stuff like that.
yeah, it
Are you
is.
getting
And
are you getting some of the same names, and are you hearing from the same spirits in there?
yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of the names is coming through that's been consistent since day one. You kind of know who I'm going to say is the overseer of the building, who's there. You know who I'm going to say who's in charge. Um, then you got your ones that's rather work there or but that building's got so much history. I mean, it's 1877 is when they started construction. It finished in 1879. So from 1879, and it probably closed down 20. I'm probably going to get it wrong, like 2018. And so that's a long time. That's a lot of people, and that's you know, the grounds were for the Civil War. You had Union soldiers here, and of course Confederate, and there's Union soldiers and judges and everybody buried in a graveyard, rock throwing distance from the courthouse. It's just right across the street. And I found out that the courthouse before this one, the Union soldiers actually overtook it and used it for like their base camp. Yep. So that was there
That
on
was,
the land as well.
so it was the same location?
Not
Was
that building. It was the previous building before that one, but it was in the same location.
in the
Yes.
same, okay. And then there
Yeah.
was, you said there were hangings on the courthouse lawn
Yeah.
before?
Yeah. There was the hangings. Of course, a lot of this was there was like little plantation home farms, and you had your slaves, of course, time period. But we've actually had a couple come through and talk about being hung, and one of them, don't know who, haven't got a name yet, but they want some ham. So if you come out to this event, bring a ham sandwich or something, and they will probably be your friend. I promise. And I think Daniel got that out of one of them, that they wanted some ham. But it's
when we were there that night too, and we were on the second floor and doing the EVP session. I mean, we were getting remarkable EVPs that was like on point.
yeah. And Daniel was running a live, and I was asking questions. He's like, he's raising it up like he got something on there. Just as soon as I said it, he would throw his hand up or have his hand up, and that he heard it with it. And it was a pretty good little deal off that.
It was.
But the the archive rooms will take you through there. It's that's history upon itself. That's back from 1799, and which I'm a history person, and I could spend probably about a month in there just reading.
When you see those dates on those docket books, it's like, wow, there's a lot of people in there.
Handwritten. I mean, it's amazing. I'd like some
Yeah.
time. I can get down there early on Saturday. I'd love to sit and just kind of look through some of those books.
Yeah, Steve was showing me some of the handwriting. I mean, it looks like it was done with a quill. I was like, holy cow.
It's wild. Hello, everybody. I'm seeing your comments now. Jeff from Ohio. And Joey, hello. But yeah, it's a big bundle of joy. You got the Al Gore room, which Al Gore announced he was running, vice president from the courthouse steps. So, it's been a lot of power there. Cordell Hull, of course, was there. I mean, you got to think just how much within all them years, 1879 until when it closed. I mean, look how many lives were changed in that building.
It's a beautiful little town too. I love your guys' little town, and you've actually investigated some other buildings and stuff downtown that have activity also.
Yeah,
haven't you? And then right across the street from the courthouse, if you are coming to town and you want a place to stay, the Walton Hotel, historical hotel, loved it.
Yeah, it's a great place. I think it was built 1903, I believe. That was the second one that was built. The first one burned down, which was down the hill. But yeah, it's been remodeled, up to date. But it's a good place to stay. Very clean, and maybe something will follow you over from the courthouse. Who knows?
Also want to say, anyone who purchases a ticket, your name will be put in a drawing, and we will hold that drawing live during the event, and you will have a free ticket to the next event that we host at the courthouse in July, on July the 15th. All you will have to do at that event is show your driver's license, and we will look you up on the list, and you'll get to enter for free. So if you purchase 6 tickets under your name, that's 6 chances you have to win a free ticket the next time.
Good little deal. You could buy one, get one free, basically, if you win it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a good night for sure. We never had no bad night, that's for sure. Just, I'm proud that y'all got out to do what you've been wanting to do for a while. It's good to see people take that step, chase what you wanted. That's like us. We do what we do. We got trips coming up with Outlaw. We just hit the road and get it done, and we'll be from Midwest to East Coast this year, and I think next year, I can't remember where Terry said she wanted to do, but she's like, I'm doing next year. I'm picking it. So ain't no telling where in the hell we want to go with her.
You're going to the beach.
Probably. Probably. No, I think she's, yeah. I think she's more into the wanting to do the Salem and all that. Like the Salem witch trials and all that. So I think that's probably going to be the next big trip, I'd say, because she's done asked me. She's like, so how far are we going to be from Salem, Massachusetts, from New York? And I was like, well, maybe about 5-6 hours.
Yeah, you're going to be a ways.
Yeah.
I've been to Salem, Massachusetts, the town square there, and it's pretty cool. You'll enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 nights in, 2 nights in Gettysburg up there, and then we're going to follow up with Pennhurst that Monday, and then head on up the East Coast. But yeah, I'm kind of ready for Gettysburg.
Yeah, that's one of my bucket list places. I want to go so bad.
Mine too. Mine too.
If you see 2 extra suitcases, just be careful with them.
Yeah. Oh, hey Barbie, how are y'all doing? Barbie's on here. That's one of the girls we went investigating with last weekend down at Moore County Jail. Pretty good time down there. I like that jail. It's weird. It's like a square building jail, and but it's like they, if you could have bought a jail from a Sears and Roebuck book, that's what they done. They bought it and pieced it together upstairs and made a jail and just in the middle of the floor like a cell. And yeah, it was pretty wild. Gina must have lost connection there or something. Let's see. I can't. Yeah, Barbie's coming to the event. She's one of the ones coming out.
I can't wait to see you.
Hello, Todd. Todd SQ's on. But yeah, it'll be good. Like, I tell people about it, which I was kind of worried about it in the beginning about doing it here in this small town. So, small town people talk, whatever, but
Mhm.
people took to it, and I found out there is a lot more people than what you think in
Oh
small
yeah,
towns that paranormal investigate or
yeah,
want to get into it.
and really, yeah, they want to get into it, but don't really know how. And
Yeah,
hopefully that something like this will, it'll educate them that
yeah,
it's not a bunch of uh, devil worshiping and stuff like that, and that it it's just cool. Once you experience something, you want something else, more
yeah.
and more. It gets addictive.
And that's why we're going to East Coast this year to chase this whole. I'm not going to say dream, but it's kind of it's kind of like a drug addiction, basically. I
Yeah.
mean, you want that next piece
Paranormal
of
high.
evidence. Yeah, yeah. You're just like, damn, But I'm going to tell you now, it's more costly than drugs, though. I know that. I do
You
know
know what?
that.
You when you first walk into a location, you're like, wow, you know, so and so's been here. They've walked on these stairs. They've touched this
Yeah,
handrail. And
yeah,
you look at the beauty of the building and stuff, and
yeah.
then all of that other just, yeah, you want more and more and more.
And I find myself a lot of times, if I'm investigating, like I catch myself just like looking around, wandering around, like wondering, like, why in the hell they build that like that, or something like that, just thinking in my mind, but or just looking at the building itself, because I mean, take Waverly Hills for instance. I mean, that's a beautiful building. It is, and imagine the time it took to build that thing, and the people that was there that built it and who was there, you know.
And
It's
back then, in a lot of these locations, they didn't have the machinery that we do today. So just
no,
imagine the feat that it took to build that.
yep, yep. You think, take the courthouse 1879, they were squaring off trees, They
Hmm.
didn't have lumber like we do now, but that thing would probably withstand anything you threw at it, weather wise, no doubt. But
It's solid building.
yeah, it is. But I think it's going to turn out, you know, be a great event because, more and more and more. Me and Terry and Becky's been up there, and they're getting used to us. And Outlaw's been there a couple times, and it's it's like of course, people warm up to you, but it's kind of like they they want to tell you as much as they can, but it's kind of like you ain't getting it all at one night. You're gonna have to
Hmm.
keep coming back.
Right,
And
right.
that's what it is. And which I think, I mean, who knows? They may enjoy the company of people when they're there. And like Todd said, he had a blast when they were there. We EVP sessions and stuff, and real good in the second floor in the main courthouse or courtroom. And it's just you put that much power in a room, with the judges, lawyers, and you got police. That's a lot of power there. I mean, it's energized. For one, with old judges were still stick around, but
Hmm. And you
I don't
think of the
know.
emotion that's been through that building too.
Yeah,
Not only uh, bad emotion and stuff like that, but there'd been a lot of good to go through that building as well.
Yeah, like I just found out there was two men that was tried for murder in the 1970. They got 324 years apiece, and yeah, they killed a man in front of like 4 or 5 kids, shot him in the head a couple of times, and they thought he was still alive. Shot him a couple more times in the head, and tried to kidnap a woman on the way out and stuff. And I mean, the judge put it to him, 300 something years apiece. You imagine, you tell me I got 300 years, I'd probably die right there on the spot. I mean, your life's over.
Are they still alive and in prison, or?
Nope, they're both
Oh.
dead. I think they both were close to death in around 2011, 2015, so they wasn't too far along. But I kind of followed their trail with the TDOC thing, but they went from here to Brushy Mountain is where they went.
Mm.
And spent a lot of time there. Yep.
That was a rough place.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a rough one. And especially the whipping post. Good Lord. They said that they would whip them until the blisters would come up, let the blisters come up, then beat them again and bust them.
Wow.
Yeah, which we heard that from one of the guards there, and I was like, "You let me see that one time, I'm your number one coal getter. I promise you. I'm gonna come back with the side of a mountain full of coal."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy how they were treated back in the day too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh gosh, and the whole they would put them down there in total darkness and leave them for so long that they would have to have a guide for the next week or so when they got out, because they would literally be blind from being in the dark. It's just crazy. Good investigation.
And that's what causes angry spirits right there. I mean, you get you get cussed out about everywhere you go. Somebody's gonna say something, but there, I mean, I think when Terry was doing that Estes method, it was all over the place with that one. Well, but if you're treated that way and you die that way, what do you expect? You're brewing a perfect storm.
Yeah.
The way it is.
That energy just decides to stay around.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniel, that was an interesting investigation. We actually went into the building outside where they would keep the ones that were due to be released soon. And we saw literally 3 grown men huddled up, shuffling down the hallway together, hanging on to each other. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I'm telling you, something was in that damn hallway that would chase you. It would chase you to the other end. So me, Jimmy, and Jeff is huddled up like little girls running down the damn hall. I mean, it was like something was there, and it was coming for you that night. And I was like, hell no, I ain't going last. And I remember taking off a little bit faster, and Jeff literally come up and just bulldoze his way in the middle. I'm like, hell no, I ain't getting killed like this.
Please tell me you have video of this.
Oh, somewhere, I'm sure there was cameras going that night. But it would like rush you down that hallway, and because at the end of that hall was, what was it, a cell? Or no, it was the stairway to go down
Stairs,
to the
yeah.
base. Yeah. And we got there, and then we was going to go towards the door, and it was like something on your heels, and you knew it. All three of us knew it. We were all high stepping that night. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been spooked and got out of Dodge a few times. But what's
Yeah.
crazy is the next time you go back to that location, that's the first place you go to.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And
You're glutton for punishment.
and it was Maeve that got a good picture that night
Mm-hmm.
of that person standing there in the, what was that, the auditorium or something?
Yeah, it was in the auditorium.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, full legs, like he was like kind of turned or something. It was a whole damn person, and it wasn't
Kind of look.
us.
I think I seen it. It was like kind of to the left side of the picture, just a little off center.
Mhm.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was wild. Yeah, I don't. I still couldn't explain that one.
Yeah, we
Then,
tried to recreate it, but couldn't
yeah,
couldn't figure that one out.
and I think we locked a couple of them in the cell with a chain or something, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We somebody hid the key in the cell, and they had to find the key. So we locked them in there with the chain and a lock or something. I had a lock on it, and they had to get the key to get themselves out of it. And they were in there by themselves. That was a pretty good night. I liked that night. It was good.
Well, I'm going to get a straight jacket on order for our trip in June. We've got some asylums that we're going to do. So I'm thinking isolation with a straight jacket on,
Oh,
blindfolded.
that'd
That'll
be
be fun.
nice. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that'll be, yeah.
Pretty white jacket with extra long sleeves,
Yeah,
so you can hug yourself.
yeah. Whew. Man, I mean, what would you do in a situation like that if you're chained up, can't go nowhere, and that'd be your time that you would see six people standing there? And I'm telling you what, I'm going to come out of that damn jacket. I promise you. I promise you, I'm going to come out of that jacket. Whew, I couldn't
Well,
do it.
we've had some where we had blindfolded Jimmy and basically handcuffed him and left him in a room, and we left a camera on, so it was on a live, so we could see him, but we were in a totally different area, and you could hear stuff moving, and he would be in there yelling, Gina, are you in here? There's somebody in here. And it was,
Yeah. I got going
Uh,
through some evidence from Old College Hill, hospital on College Hill, or whatever it is.
mhm.
Um, and I think whenever, I don't know if I sent you the video or not, but Katie was down there doing the Estes method, and something was talking. You could hear it plain as day on the video, but it was weird. Like I had my camera out, but it was mapping Terry and Jimmy like a SLS, but not no lines, just dots. It would
Mhm.
map them out with dots. I thought,
oh
how in the
wow.
hell is it mapping them out with dots?
Hmm.
But I don't know. I still use that camera and never had no trouble out of it.
It was
I don't
only
know
that
what.
one time it happened.
Yeah, but it would like dot 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 this everywhere. But if they would move a certain way, it would stop, and then if they said, it would come back. But you could hear the voices and stuff, or whoever was talking there, as far as spirit wise, but them dots were there on them. And I was like, well, and that's when we was in the basement part when she was doing that Estes method. Everybody was in that little portal.
That's a creepy area down there.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good place. I like that one. You ever done it, Daniel?
No, I haven't. I'd like to go though.
Awesome place.
Jimmy Ricker, he was drinking.
Dude,
Jimmy, what are
what?
you doing? Jimmy wrote he was drinking. Jimmy, you're on the wrong side. You're supposed to be over here with us. Where
He
you
was
at?
drinking. Who was drinking?
I don't know if he's talking about me or the person there. I don't know, but it was all over Jimmy and Terry, though. I do know that. Yeah, it's. I don't. Did you say you've been to that hospital, Daniel?
No, I haven't. I
That's,
would like to go though.
yeah, you got the hospital, and then like, what is it like? Right down the hill, you can see the house. What was it? Elvis's trombone player lives there.
Trumpet, I think.
Was it Trumpet?
Wasn't it?
Okay,
I think it's Trumpet.
yeah, he
That's
lives
cool.
there.
No, that
Yeah.
they've got the little house down behind it that they own that is you can rent to stay in, like an Airbnb when you're there.
Oh,
Hmm,
nice.
okay.
Because
And
yeah,
plus,
because
I
that
think they're opening up that nurses' home, not nurses' home, but the little building beside the hospital where the nurses used to stay.
yes, that's a beautiful building. I'd love to get in there.
Yeah. No, Jimmy, I was not drinking that night. That was, I don't know what that was. I don't know. I have to send you the video on that one. Um, but they got the crematory where they used to cremate the bodies and stuff. It's still there. Um, the world's coolest elevator, still in operation. It's the one you close the door, then close the door and hit it. It's like an old cargo freight elevator type thing. It still
Uh,
works. I think it take you all over the place. And but yeah, the basement in that place. I think we wound up playing hide and seek in the building. It got a little slow, and we wound up playing. And Lord, that place is full of
That
stuff to hide
that's
at.
creepy. That's creepy though.
Yeah.
you get that childlike energy flowing.
Yeah, until the next morning, you got that 95-year-old knees that are burning. You can't walk. Yeah,
Hmm.
man, it's something else. Climbing these stairs and all that stuff. In the moment you can do it at a drop of a hat, but the next morning you're like, how in the hell? I ain't doing that shit no more.
Uh-huh.
That's no, I ain't gonna die. We were somewhere we walked forever. I can't remember if it was Farrar School, might have been, or Edinburgh, one of them. But man, like Charlie horses in your legs, yeah, they ain't no joke. Look
I
at,
want to get out to those two locations, Farrar and Edinburgh.
yeah, you
I'm
need
gonna make it a. I'm gonna get out there next year.
it's a good. They some good ones. There's some good ones. I know that because it's. I'm trying to think of. And you got McIntyre Villa next year too, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be out there with that.
yeah. That's a beautiful place. We got it in. Was it September? Yeah,
Yes.
September. Into September, and we got the event uh, in Vinton, Iowa, Benton County Historical Society, which they got a good lineup. They got Dave Schrader, they've got Chad Lindbergh, they've got what's his name? I know it like I know mine. he owns Malvern Manor. That's a good place too to get to if you get a chance out in Iowa. Josh Hurd, he'd be there, and basically the G crew, most of the G crew, but we'll do it on September the 30th, and I think we got McIntyre Villa on the 28th. So, and
Okay.
but yeah, just like I said, if y'all haven't bought tickets yet, get these tickets while you can. Come out to this event, meet a couple of good teams, and have some fun. I'm sure there'll be laughs to be laughed at. I'm about 100%. Especially if Jimmy will be there, if he's still alone. Call me Grandpa for my Charlie horses and my legs, I guess. But yeah, Jimmy and Jeff and Gina from Outlaw, and you got SRT, and then of course New Star Event Company. If y'all have not yet followed
Hey, Tim.
either one of these teams, y'all go follow them. SRT Paranormal, Outlaw Paranormal, and Daniel's new
Mid-Tenn
event
Paranormal.
company, New Star Event Company. Give them all a like and a follow. I know they'll appreciate it. And
Yeah, absolutely.
see,
And if you've already followed, please share it out, because I'm pretty sure that somebody on your friends list hasn't come across it yet. So.
No. Hello, team. Douglas Lockhart. Hey, guys and gals. Can't wait to tell you all about my encounter with the hairy one on the 24th at 8 p.m.
Wait,
And
what?
says, guessing Bigfoot?
The hairy one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the hairy one. Okay, Bigfoot maybe.
Or unless Jimmy's the hairy one, I don't know. Yeah, Jimmy may be the hairy one. Who knows? Tim says, great paranormal peeps. We appreciate that, Tim. And Tim's got a lot of stuff coming up, too, as well. I see him out there pounding the pavement.
Tim Comer?
Yep.
Yeah. That's my brother right there.
He's out there getting everything going. He's still got to make it down to Tennessee to come to the courthouse. Okay, yeah, East Tennessee, the East Tennessee Paracon, 28th, 29th in Morristown. That's what he's talking about. That's Jimmy on there now. But yeah, like I said, get these tickets while you can. $50, you get a whole evening of investigating, and you get food, drinks, and just an all around good time. I mean, if you're skeptic, come out. We'll see what we can do to change that, and maybe get you on the boat as we are, so you can take a second mortgage on the house, buy some equipment, and hit the road.
Yeah, it accumulates quick, doesn't it?
It does. Lord, if Terry only knew. She only knew. Yeah.
It's like, I need to get home before the Amazon package shows up or something like that.
Yeah. She's always like, well, how much did that cost? Oh, it was cheap. They had that thing on sale, $39.99. Yeah.
It was so cheap, I had to buy 3 of them.
Yeah. That's just how she is. I heard her in there. But yeah, Terry's not a equipment person. She's more of eyes and ears are on her own self. She likes a recorder, but if anything else, it's just her eyes and ears. She's like a cheap date for a paranormal event. She don't require no batteries or nothing.
Well, when she was in the hallway when we were on the third floor that night too, and she was on point with what she was saying and stuff. I
Yeah.
think she was doing the Estes method. There she is. Hey, how you doing?
I'm home, finally.
Steve was talking about you.
Oh, what do you say?
Nothing.
Was that when you're talking about batteries? Don't require batteries. I was talking about some batteries.
You know,
You're a
this
cheap
thing auto,
paranormal date.
this live automatically deletes after we're off. Let's see. Jimmy said I had a few of them talking about the Bigfoot experiences. And Daniel, we got to get down to the shrine as well. We got to make time one weekend for that
Yes, we did.
and get down there. And Gina's our go-to person on that.
Okay.
No date. What?
I think Jimmy's on his OnlyFans page and don't realize he's writing on Facebook.
No date.
He must have. Ain't no telling who's talking to him. No date. Oh,
Oh,
but
goodness
yeah,
gracious.
we need to get down there and we'll get this event taken care of and everybody come out. And can't express enough. Get your tickets while you can. You got what, less than 2 weeks? You got about
It's
what, 9 days?
9 days.
You get to meet Outlaw and New Star event, both of them. Good people.
And Mid-Tenn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
And we'll have Terry out doing pony back rides, $5. We're out doing that out in the backyard.
That's not much of a backyard, though.
No, ain't much. Ain't
Well,
been in the
put a-
water before you know it.
Oh.
Oh,
Domino's. It's right there in Domino's door.
yeah, you roll down the hill to Domino's.
Oh, goodness
Oh,
gracious.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, the tickets are limited. 9 days left. You need to get your tickets as soon as you can. And like I said before, each ticket purchase will enter you into a chance to win a free ticket for the July 15th event that we're going to host there.
Be a good one.
Yeah.
Sounds like it'd be fun. I missed out on this live. I'll go back and listen. I was trying to listen to where I was at eating. It was
There ain't
too
no
loud.
reason to go back and listen.
Why? Well, I'm just talking about
I will tell you what we all talked about. Ain't no reason.
I told him it was too loud where it was. Be a distraction.
Yeah, but I think get down there. What time does that start, Daniel?
We will start checking in at 6 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock Central. So, yeah, if you're in town early, like I said, the hotel across the way of the street, the Walton or Hotel Walton. You can go online and look at it if you need a room. They're roughly, I think, $69 a night plus tax.
$69.99. Yeah, it was like 77
Yeah,
with tax and everything.
It's a very historic hotel. You can walk straight across the street. You can be there in like 25 seconds if you're a high stepper.
Yeah, the people, with it being a historic location too, when the event's over with, they could do EVP sessions and stuff in their room over there.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Come in town early, check out the antique stores, get you a coffee. What was that place we ate that was so good?
Is it Eagles Tavern?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eagles.
Oh, that was awesome. Awesome
Yeah.
food.
Rockabilly is my favorite coffee shop, and now this Greek restaurant that I went to, it's a little bit away. It's probably like 10, 15 minutes from here, but it was really good. It's my first time stopping.
Jimmy, what do I know? One thing about it. I'm going to apologize for Jimmy before he writes this. I don't know what he's going to say. Jimmy's
What?
I don't know.
So I apologize in advance.
Yeah.
You know one thing about what?
I don't know. We're talking about a cheap date. Ain't no telling. But Jimmy has, they will get to see him.
Oh,
To see Jimmy.
It'll be a very entertaining night.
that's worth the money.
There's never a dull moment with Jimmy Ricker in the room.
No.
Yeah, especially, Jesus. You get, Outlaw and Mid-Tenn, now you're going to throw New Star Van in the group too. Ain't no telling what's going to happen. Or who's going to fall and break something.
Oh, Lord.
Can I push you down the stairs?
No, I'm prone to falling, so I'm good.
Cameras are rolling.
I'm always
Yeah.
falling.
Oh, man. But yeah, get the tickets while you can. Because 9 days, people's going to get it. And I've learned in this area, tickets sell fast that last week. And you don't want to miss it. And if for some reason you need to purchase a ticket at the door, get a hold of Daniel, New Star Event Company. Write him and see if he can get you a ticket, like a cash sale at the door. I'm not sure how he can do that, or if he does that. Have you got a way of anything like that, Daniel?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Okay, so
we can do it.
So if you deal with cash only or whatever, just get a hold of him and let him know if you're coming, for sure, and he will hold you a spot. You can just pay at the door that way.
Are you gonna have I don't know if y'all spoke of this already, like merch? Are you gonna have any merchandise or anything that you're gonna bring out and sell?
Yeah, we'll have some merch with us that people can purchase. Unfortunately, we don't have any T-shirts at the moment.
Us either.
It's okay. We're working on ours. We're working on ours too. I don't have many left at all that we had before, so if I might bring them in if anybody wants a shirt, and I'll discount it, and a few other older tumblers that we have, stuff like that. I might do that if anybody's interested in it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've got some T-shirts and things we're going to bring.
I have my haunted dolls that I'm working on, so I can bring them if anybody wants to buy one.
Thank God. Them son of a bitches out of here.
I might take one.
Yeah.
I'll put it up on the dash of Gypsy.
Yeah,
Stick it out the windows.
Yeah, make it real creepy.
Yeah.
Oof.
Put it
Oh,
right
Jesus.
center front.
Yeah. I'll make you one. You gotta find it a little shirt that's your logo to put on it.
Can you guys hear this?
Is that
Yeah.
your dog sleeping?
That is the other one. She's dreaming and her jaws are flapping over here and her feet are moving. I don't know what she's
It
after
sounded like
something.
a Jake break.
I know when I walk in, mine always nuts.
Oh, me.
Gotta love
Well,
them,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here almost an hour.
Wow, that was
everybody.
fast.
I know.
That was fast.
But once again, go to Daniel's New Star Event Company page. You can find the events there. You can find the events on the Mid-Tenn page if you just scroll, or the Outlaw page where we have shared. You can purchase tickets through them, through the links that we shared for them. $50 plus tax, y'all. That's food included and drinks and
The deal.
investigation, laughs, hell, who knows what else. I mean, come out, see them, support them. All the local people come out, and if you're second guessing the paranormal, you don't want somebody to know that you can do it, we'll hide you. Come on in. You know.
I know I have three. There's three of them told me they were coming. A friend of ours are coming with two other people. Well, the girl, you went with them.
Yeah, they bought tickets already.
Stephen got to go with them. Yeah, they bought tickets already, and he got to go with
Placed you in the paranormal protection program. Nobody will know you're there.
Yeah.
But that's another one that'll be there. Ghost of Tennessee. They're part of Ghost of Tennessee. They're going to come to the event.
RCPI, Rutherford County.
Well, Rutherford County. Yeah,
Rutherford
they
County.
run to the Rutherford County paranormal, but they do the Ghost of Tennessee, all that too. They got a few little things there.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, making new friends, enjoying some fun with some old friends.
Yeah, you cannot like Daniel. He's very nice and laid back. He's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I love everybody.
That's me.
I don't think I've ever heard Daniel even get loud. I don't think I've ever heard him get loud.
It happens on occasion.
When you have to sometimes.
Yeah. That reminds me. Get ready for it. All right, so like I said, get them tickets while you can. We're going to call it a night, and we thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all on the 18th.
Good. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
good night.
y'all.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.